We're going to talk about the real estate sales patterns.
So there are some certain predictable patterns that real estate follows every single year. We know that there are a certain percentage of closings that you should have in each quarter. And this is just by following market data and looking at like a very broad spectrum of what closes in Connecticut every year. Now your individual sales, they may differ from this a little bit. Your results rather always trail 90 days after your actions. So it's important to kind of know what your cycle is and where you're at in this process. For example, I'm going to have a much bigger quarter one than what this shows. My quarter four was a lot smaller. Anyway, so jumping right into it. Each year, you should expect to close 15% of your business in quarter one, 25% of your business will close in quarter two, 35% in quarter three, and 25% in quarter four. Now I want to go back really quickly and restate something. I said that our results always show up 90 days after our actions. And this makes sense, right? So if you look at quarter one, that's a result number. 15% of your business will close in quarter one. That business is closed from actions taken in quarter four. Well, what happens in quarter four?
Burnt out.
My God, I love all those answers. Burnt out, Christmas, we're slower. Excellent. Straight up, burnout. I mean, yeah, absolutely, that happens. You got to rest up. Looking ahead, we'll look at quarter three, for example. That's our busiest quarter. That's 35% of our business every year will close in quarter three. That's because of spring market, right? So what you can do is you can take that volume number that you calculated in the last step, and you can actually break it out by quarter and make a plan for how many sales and what dollar volume of sales you're going to sell every single quarter, or that you need to sell in order to hit your goals. So I made a really simple example here. Let's say that you want to sell $10 million worth of real estate. And I went with an average sales price, $250,000. You want to multiply through the percentage that will close each month, or each quarter rather, times your total volume for the year and your total units for the year, and then you'll get results of what you should be closing every quarter. So for example, if we want to close $10 million in quarter one, or in the whole year rather, then you have to close 15% of that, which is 1.5 million. That's 6 units. So that means that in quarter four, you've got to put 2 deals under contract per month, right? So that's how you break down a really big goal and make it simple. How many people would be happy if they sold 10 million in real estate? Right? Awesome. Yeah, it's the vast majority of the room. Is it easier to say, okay, I'm going to sell $10 million of real estate in the year, or say I'm going to sell 1.5 million in quarter one, 2.5 in quarter two, 3.5 in quarter three, et cetera, et cetera. You gotta break this stuff down. You gotta make it digestible and easy. If you don't, you're dead in the water because you're starting from a mindset that's behind already. And it's really, really hard to break that and catch up. So I encourage you to take that sales number that you have, that volume, go ahead and multiply it through in your workbook and figure out how many, the volume of sales you have to close per quarter. You can divide that by your average sales price. That'll give you the number of units per quarter. And then what I do is I just say I want to close a certain amount of business or get a certain amount under contract every single month or every week.